We've all had this experience. You sit down to enjoy your burger, and you're just about 2 bites in when you realize it's Friday and it's Lent. So during Lent, the church calls us to a special time of penance. And what that boils down to for most people is, I'm giving up soda, or I'm gonna give up pizza, what are you giving up? Or I'm giving up candy, or I'm giving up chocolate. And it's like the world thinks for like a season, God hates chocolate. God doesn't hate chocolate. Nuns invented chocolate. I know, the Aztecs had chocolate and they made a drink out of it and it was really bitter and gross, but nuns, Catholic nuns, good holy women decided that this should have sugar and cream, thus inventing modern chocolate. Thank God for those holy women. So what's going on? Why are we doing all this? Why do we give up these things? What is it about? Well, Pope Paul VI, in his encyclical on penance, tells us a little bit about what we're doing when we have these acts of penance or fasting. And the first thing he says is that we're taking this opportunity to imitate Christ. When we do penance, we're imitating Christ, who gave up everything for us, who willingly took on discomfort for us. He starts his ministry, he goes out for 40 days in the desert, and he willingly makes that sacrifice for us. And then he takes on the discomfort of his life for us. He takes on the discomfort of the cross for us. And you have to know that at no point did anyone make him do that. He willingly chose it. And so when we choose to willingly suffer discomforts, we give up something that's maybe convenient, like chocolate, or sleeping in a bed, depending on what you want to do. What we're saying is, I'm choosing to be like Christ, to do this for other people. I'm going to make, maybe this Lent, I'm going to offer my sacrifice for the salvation of my family. I'm going to offer this sacrifice so that my friends would know Jesus. I'm going to offer my sacrifice so that every time I think about that sacrifice for my friend who I know is struggling with porn or is in a relationship they need to get out of. And by doing that, we imitate Christ, who made his sacrifice for us. Another thing we do when we make these sacrifices is we're saying to the body, I'm the master here. And so we're teaching ourselves to deny ourselves. And the reason we do this isn't because the world is evil or there's corruption in this, but it's saying that I don't always have to have everything I want immediately. Now this is training for the soul so that when temptation comes, I'm in practice of denying myself. Yeah, I made it a practice to fast or to give up chocolate for a season. And what I did when I wanted that or I wanted that soda was I said no. And I've trained myself to resist that temptation. And so when temptation calls, maybe it would be really easy to cheat on my homework. I say no, I've learned to deny myself. Or on a date when it would be really easy to just kind of go with what's happening, I can say no, because I've learned to deny myself. Or when the computer starts calling me and I know that I just a couple clicks away is whatever I want to look at, I can say no, because I've learned to deny myself. That fasting, that penitential act has been a training for me, leading me to holiness. Now it's important to remember, and Pope Paul VI talks about this, it's not just about the exterior act, it's about what's going on the interior. It's about saying to God, use this to make me holy. Or take this offering for other people that they might be holy. It's about allowing what's happening inside of us to be shown on the outside, and it's about what's happening outside of us to affect us on the inside. So this Lent, we have a tremendous opportunity. It can be, I gave up chocolate, or I gave up pizza, or what are you doing? Or it can be, every day I got a little bit holier. Every day I struggled to be like Jesus. I gave up whatever it is you gave up. Maybe you decided you give up slouching for Lent. Try it. And every time you caught yourself slouching, you said a little prayer, God, help me be like you. Or I offer this for the souls in purgatory. Or God, I offer this for my unbelieving friends. Or maybe you didn't sleep in a bed for Lent, which you could do. And maybe, why? Because it was just so crazy not to sleep. Oh, it was crazy. Or I offered that when I woke up and maybe I was uncomfortable. I made that offering for other people because I know Christ made himself uncomfortable for me. See, this Lent, we have an opportunity to either just give something up or to get a little bit closer to sainthood. Hope you have a great Lent.